unmute all the things. And we're here. We're back.
Hello.
We're back. I've made a few changes again to the layout. Try and help some of the things. The chat's a little bit bigger. The rolling the dice is a little bit bigger.
Ooh, look at that.
The pictures are a little bit smaller.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still there. Hi everyone, welcome to Ironsworn with Liam and V, where we play Ironsworn. That's my friend Liam over there.
Hi.
I'm V. We're coming. Hope. Thank you for the resub. Oh, whole freaking year. Whole
Happy
year.
birthday.
Happy sub birthday. Also, I did fix the Richard emote, and then now it's transparent instead of having a white background.
Ooh.
Did that today. I did a lot of stuff between Gren and V show and this, but not really that much in the end. I found my cloak, and I washed it. Now it's not all. Now it's still got cat fur on it, but not quite as bad as it did before. Perfect. The blep. The blep is amazing. So in our last episode, I think this week I'll read my journal, and then you could read your journal, and then we'll get started into what.
Oh yeah, I don't actually remember what I wrote. All right.
Downside. All right. Part 11. The elves took all our supplies to make some Josmus feast. Then they took our weapons too. I convinced them to let Evka keep her bone saw. They had heard of Etana and told me that he's an outcast because of his necromancy. Mika's clan is called the Kazu. Evka was able to forge a bond with the community after we helped them. I bonded with Mika only. We spent some time there getting ourselves resupplied and making sure they're ready for winter. They asked Evka to help them with some magic thing. When it was time to go back to Timberwall to our ship to head home, Mika and some of the others went with us as escorts. We met some other Varu clans on the way who were also going to the Winter Den. I was sad to leave Mika behind, but we've got to get back to Redhall. Part of the way there, we found a place where there were a lot of fish and sharks. I prayed to Jaws about what my new weapon should be and got a really confusing vision. Still no idea what to do about that, and now I don't even have my beating stick. Back in Redhall, we gave Etana the book he wanted and asked him about what I should do for a weapon. He tells us about the Etana, who might be his people? It was hard to tell. And now how I have to go to them to get my new weapon. They'll tell me what the right thing for me is. After a quick break to resupply ourselves, we go to the south. Instead of going the way Etana said to, we follow a small path we find and it leads to a clearing. I step inside the clearing, state my name, and all of a sudden Malik and Etana are in there with me, each holding a different weapon. I have to choose my own weapon? What? I decide I want a hammer and am kicked out of whatever circle thing they had there. We get home to find out that Mornwatch is coming.
They sure are.
All right. What did Evka have to say about last week?
Oh boy. Scarbash said something to the elves that made them take all of our weapons. Goodbye, new bow that I haven't even fired yet. And my dagger, I hate elves. We stayed with the Varu for a while, and I think I made pretty good friends with them. I taught them how to make talismans to defend themselves during low blood call season. They returned the favor by feeding us and escorting us back to Timberwall in the Endless Scar. Finally, we're heading home. I just hope we're not too late. I have never felt so alive. The ship is so fast and we're making incredible time. The wind in my chicken bones, the shorebirds squawking overhead. I love the sea. We get back and give the tome to Etana. He tells us his plans and advises Scarbash where to go to find their weapon. Before I even get to say hello to Grandma Kano, we're back on the road heading towards the old battleground. There, Scarbash notices a path that we didn't see before. We follow it, and suddenly Scarbash disappears, leaving me all alone with Richard. Awkward. He tries to eat my poison mushrooms. Then Scarbash returns with a big hammer? Well, job complete, I guess. We arrive home just in time to see Mornwatch Army and Etana summoning the undead. This is it. This is really it. This is awesome! Bones for the Bone King! I mean, Jaws.
Nice. Amber! Amber got a really cool new tattoo. She got an owl, a barn owl on her arm. It's amazing. Is it your arm or your leg? I thought it was your arm. I could be wrong. It's amazing. Hey, Danny. Welcome on in. All right. So we have a. Let's set the stage. The stage currently is you have Evka and Scar coming from the south, which I think we have sort of on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Redhall right here. We're coming from the south up the Ragged Coast, where I have gotten my new hammer, which doesn't have a name yet, but it's gonna. And it's gonna have its own fucking theme song. Very excited.
Yeah.
So, as we approach town, we see in town, sort of out of town, there was a battle. We fought an army. Richard and I destroyed an army, let's put it that way. And Etana has raised them from the dead. But coming into Redhall from the other side is our enemy Mornwatch. And so
Yes.
we step into this situation preparing for battle. It's
All
actually
out
called a
war.
Thunderbringer, Danny. It's the ability. Thunderbringer.
Thunder.
So I believe this is not necessarily an individual fight.
Yes.
Do we need to set up progress for our for enemies.
Yeah. So I was doing some reading, and one of the world truths for us is that the lands are too sparsely populated and supplies are too precious to support organized fighting forces. Which means that if we are being attacked, it is likely with like a handful of actual warriors and a whole bunch of peasants with pitchforks. um, so I think we use the common folk asset block.
Mm-hmm.
They are rank 1.
Okay.
When you fight a small pack of an individual, you increase the difficulty by 1 level. When you fight a large pack, you increase it by 2 levels.
Okay.
So I think so a large pack would be 10. A small pack would be 5. So I think there's probably 20 commoners here.
Okay.
So 2 tier 3 packs of common folk.
All right. So let's set that up.
However, we have an undead army.
So they're
Allies,
formidable. They're formidable if they have 10.
yeah.
Okay.
So if you have allies that are sort of leveling the balance, you can reduce the uh, danger of a opponent by 1 level. So I think the 2 commoner folk bands are level 2 each.
Okay.
Um, then I think there's a small pack of warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Warriors are level 2. Increase them by 1. That would bring them up to uh, tier 3. And then our undead army would bring them back to level 2. So basically, we have 3 tier 2
Okay.
uh, enemies.
All right. Got him in the shared sheet.
Excellent. I also have, this is strictly for our information, but common folk and warriors have specific fighting styles to help flavor their movements with ours.
Okay.
So there's the warrior. I don't know if I can show this to you or you can just open it.
I can probably open it. Is it in our assets
Yeah,
or
it's in
is
the
it?
foes folder.
Okay.
So warrior and common folk.
Foes, where are you? Foes. Here we go. Common folk. And
So the warriors love the thrill of the fight, but they also want to survive another day. So if we ever get them on the ropes, they probably withdraw.
mm-hmm.
The common folk stand together, uh, and are probably just looking to loot and raid Redhall for the winter.
Yeah.
Um, they'll
We have.
probably like split too if we shatter one of them.
Yeah, I think so. We have to bagpipe.
Yeah.
It's really loud. I forgot that this one's really loud. I can't make it quieter.
The battle horns
Battle
blare
horns.
across the fields.
And then the automaton is quieter. Let's see. What do we want our battle song to be?
Mm,
There it is. All right. So how do we think they're laid out on the battlefield? Is it warriors kind of in the middle with the
I
commoners
think
on the outside, or the commoners in front and the warriors behind?
I think at least I don't know how the Vikings fought. It would probably be close to that, but like I know that typically the bulk center of the army are your sort of rank and file. So probably the commoners there, and then
I
just
almost
behind.
wonder if the warriors would go ahead to like pull the commoners behind them.
Yeah, possibly. They're certainly going to be, at least fictionally, they are the most dangerous. Technically, they don't. They do the same damage
Yeah.
as common folk bands, but with less people.
Yeah. I feel
They're
like
all packs as well, which means that Richard's bonus counts, so you can like charge through them.
it's true, and I took the ability that Nickel can fight next to me.
Hmm.
So we get bonus harm with the pupper. All right, we're gonna close these. So I think the first thing that Scar does, that I do, is I stand on the put this back here. Is I get up and I'm on Richard's back, and I ask Evka if she would also like to ride the mammoth.
Ah, jeez. Last time I did this, I fell off. No. I will stay behind with the undead.
Okay,
Yes.
because Richard and I are charging it is the plan, but I think we are currently unprepared.
We are in fact unprepared. I forgot about that. Okay.
I'm going to try and secure an advantage by sizing up my foe in a fight.
Yep.
So, and it is a charged situation which may lead to a fight, which will lead to a fight. I'm
Hmm.
just trying to decide how I want to, if I want to like if I want to be aggressive about it or I want to be smart about it.
Gotcha. So yeah, maybe this is where we determine where the warriors are in the group.
Yeah.
It's literally you sort of dissecting and analyzing the
Yeah,
enemy.
I think it has to be wits because we've changed over. Scar is no longer the baby barbarian and is more a strong warrior fighter person, less barbarian.
Hammer Master.
Hammer master. All right, but I get a +1 because of my weapon master.
Yep.
And I'm just making sure I'm not gathering information. I'm just trying to secure an advantage. Here we go. First roll of the night. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Uh, your assumptions betray you. Well, cool. Forgot about it already.
It's there. Gotta use it. uh, I misidentify
Um,
because I was using wits
yeah.
and I read your like I think that I want. I wonder if hmm.
So I think the most obvious thing. So what was it? We're like far away from them right now, right?
We are far away from them.
So do we go into it? And when we join the fray, there's no penalties in this game.
There are not penalties in
We
this
have to
game.
think narratively how this affects you.
Mm-hmm. We were already gonna be separated,
Yeah.
but maybe
It,
it's to the point of separated and I can't tell you what I see. I can't communicate back to you what I see. There's also
yeah.
we could also roll it on the pay the price table.
We could. I'm just trying to think of what the most obvious one is. It could just be a momentum loss.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an easy one, because obviously you can't take advantage of that benefit
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Is it a 1 or a 2 momentum loss?
Um, I think it's typically a one.
Okay.
Yeah.
By momentum.
So no advantage.
No advantage. So
Uh,
I
hmm.
wonder.
My visage is active.
Yep.
I have no talisman.
No, you have 2 essence right now.
I have
Correct?
2 essence. Ooh, I'm a revenant now.
That's right.
When I make a move to investigate, oppose, or interact with a horror, spirit, or undead being, add one.
We
So
have an army of
I am
undead.
going to interact with my undead beings. How would I like to do this? Should I try and secure an advantage? A two momentum, or I could, I I could theoretically add a +1 to an enter the fray roll here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do this as a help, I could try and get that for you. Yes.
Yes.
What do we think?
I was gonna roll in with heart as like facing off. Unless we think, well, Shadow doesn't do any good for me anyway. So I was gonna just charge in facing
Mhm.
off with Richard. Charge in with Richard facing off.
Do we think orchestrating an undead army relies on expertise and insight or deception and trickery?
Hmm. I feel like you
I
could.
don't think it's charm.
I don't think it's charm, and I don't. You could make the argument that deception and trick because you're using that you can use them for deception and trickery against your opponent.
Hmm.
It's not necessarily deception and trickery about um the people you're actually directing. It's about what's going on against your opponent.
Gotcha.
And Gren says deception and trickery too. Hope, Hope. What? That's a lot of matches.
That is a lot of it, Matt. It sounds like Hope is now unprepared as well as
Yes. Yep.
we're out of matches.
Yep. We are all unprepared. We can't resupply until we have a sojourn, but we can't sojourn until we kick Mornwatch the fuck out of our town.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to attempt to convince a bunch of these undead soldiers to either charge in behind Richard when you go in,
Mm-hmm.
so that they're screened. It just looks like one mammoth charging in, and suddenly they fan out, and
Okay.
there's undead amongst them.
That's good trickery. I like that.
Or they climb on top, and it just looks like you're hauling a bag of debris to the battle, but suddenly it's undead.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna add, and we think this is Shadow.
Yes.
So Shadow, get +1 from Revenant, and
Hope, the undead are on our side. They were raised on our behalf by Etana, who might be our friend, but killed my friend Malik. I'm still not sure about him.
I don't think mechanically Visage fits here, but not narratively, because I can add a +1 when I'm securing an advantage with fear,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's coming from me, and I'm specifically working with the undead.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, do it.
Oh, and I'm bonded to you.
Yeah.
Uh,
So did you get take another +1?
I should take so should be a 6, so it's still a weak hit.
Still weak hit, yeah.
So you get +1 momentum, and you have
Sweet.
a half dozen undead baddies marching behind you.
Hey, I just got back the momentum that I lost trying to see what was going on.
And Evka is so excited. She's like running amongst all of the undead soldiers, going, "You go that way. You go this way." I'm so excited.
So we think that the common folk are kind of in the middle. Richard and I are going to
I
charge
think so.
down. Richard and I are going to enter the fray by charging down the middle.
Okay.
Right down the middle with these undead that we've got behind us, or like holding up. I don't want them holding on to Richard because I think that would slow him down. But if they follow behind in his wake, I think that's acceptable.
Wait, before you charge again. Hang on.
Yeah, not clicking anything.
There we go.
This is what I get for putting. Oh, don't fall! All the things on my side table are falling. This is what I get for putting the bigger tube on it.
Discord has no idea what to do with that sound. It's
I
like,
know.
is this speech? Cut it off. Wait, let it back in. Wait,
I
cut it
know.
off.
That's really funny. Gren can attest. All right. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
And because I'm doing this for my community, do I get a +1?
Yes, I think so. We are directly
We're
defending
directly
Redhall.
defending Redhall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's just put it away. Hope. Gonna turn these off next week. No, I'm not. Let's be fair. Let's put it on low, and we'll do. It's Richard. It's Richard. All right.
I'm only getting like tiny little slices of it. So it's Richard.
All right. Richard has made his battle cry. Strong hit.
Yes.
I get +2 momentum. And I am striking.
That was your Enter the Fray?
That was my enter the fray.
Excellent. So you have initiative.
Yes, I do. We don't have epic battle music, so we have to make our own. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give Evka a chance to do what she's gonna do if she's gonna enter the fray.
Rue.
She doesn't have any weapons.
I have no weapons.
I wonder if you can like find weapons from in the battlefield, like something.
Possibly, yeah. It might be a face danger with wits, observation,
Yeah,
and I can like once the battle has like truly started and damage has been dealt, I might be able to take somebody's weapon.
or like weapons from the fight that we had before.
Yeah.
Just like take it off an undead guy or person.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, I am going to march in with my undead. Do we know? Is it nighttime, or is it like twilight or dawn. What time of day is it?
Did we spend a night out trying to get my hammer?
I don't remember.
I think we get to just decide what time of day it is. I feel, but we did say at the end of the last session that it was an overnight
Mm,
task to raise the undead for Etana.
right.
So it's probably morning-ish.
So like there's
I would say mid-morning.
just this. Oh, okay, gotcha. So there's like, is it overcast or anything? Um,
Let's ask the oracle. We don't really
sure.
have a weather oracle, but
That's
we
true.
can do a 50-50 overcast or sunny.
Just wondering what kind of environmental effects I can play around with.
Overcast because we said
Overcast. Okay.
yeah.
Is it raining?
No.
Okay. Um,
It does make a lot of sense, Hope.
yeah. So they can see me is what I'm trying to get at. Like if I start marching forward, I'm not hidden by darkness at all.
No.
Okay. I am
But they
going
are
to
currently distracted by a charging mammoth.
that is true. I'm going to face danger
Okay.
with my undead buddies
Yeah.
and start marching around to flank them.
Ooh.
Uh, and I'm going to do this with stealth, deception, trickery. This is shadow. I'm trying to like maneuver into a more advantageous position.
Okay.
Wits. No, shadow.
I thought you were using wits because observation or.
That's for the weapon finding. This
Oh,
is
okay.
to yeah, this is
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do sneaky shit.
yeah. Yes.
Strong hit. All right, I succeed. I have maneuvered my undead cadre into a flanking position behind the commoners. Probably utilizing some of the rocky coastline that we know so well.
Yes.
And I like sneak in behind them. I take one momentum, which actually doesn't help me at all because I'm full momentum.
Because we're unprepared.
But I'm in a great spot for my next trick. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm charging down the middle, which means that I think we decided that the common folk are in the middle. Or are the warriors
Um,
in the middle?
I feel like the warriors are probably like interspersed because there's like 5 warriors and 20 commoners, so they're probably
Okay.
like interspersed with
Well,
them.
I'm going right down the middle, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit with iron,
sure.
and I get a +1 because I'm riding my mammoth.
Yep.
I got a weak hit. Oh wait, that was a clash, wasn't it? Did I do that wrong? It's fine. It's still iron. I got a weak hit, so I inflict my harm and I lose initiative. And with the
Did you add the +1 for your undead buddies? Oh no, that was
no,
momentum.
no,
I
that
guess.
was
I didn't get
momentum.
strong.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I get +1 harm on a hit. So I do what is it? 2 harm? Was it my hammer?
I have no idea. It's probably a lot.
Let's see. When you strike a foe to. Oh no, so I would normally do 2 harm. So I also do a 3rd harm because of Mammoth.
Yeah.
So we can do 1 per each, or we can. How do we want to.
Oh yeah.
Because if they're all grouped together, it's probably 1 tick per each.
Yeah, I think you can decide it however you want, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna split it amongst all of them because it's
Okay.
just like scatter damage, basically. That's a lot of damage. It's a good thing we have multiple foes.
So, what does it look like when Richard and the undead charge through the Mornwatch
So
front line?
we're polo ponying it with my new hammer because that's my favorite technique, and the new hammer is great. Can we
Yeah.
just say the new hammer is great and just like starts taking heads off, and Richard swings his head back and forth to get his tusks in there, and just you see kind of bodies kind of just going wee everywhere. And then behind come the grasping hands of the undead,
Yes.
dragging people down.
Oh gosh, we are the baddies.
Yes.
We're gonna have to explain this. Our village has no idea that an
Oh, it makes
undead
a good
army is
point.
defending them.
Nickle's with me, and
Oh
Nickle's
yeah,
attacking me too, so I get another +1 to the
you
damage.
do.
I think we're gonna give it to the common folk because they're more
Yeah.
likely to take this damage.
Yeah,
So we'll just do it to common folk 1.
it's so funny.
And then Nickel is like coming out from under Richard and biting at people's ankles. Oh, it's amazing.
Um,
I am the hero of Redhall.
well, that's to be determined. We might be exiled for necromancy.
Well, I
Well,
didn't do the necromancy.
uh, yeah, I didn't do the necromancy either. I'm just reveling in it.
That's fair.
Okay. So you're on the defensive now, though,
I am
right?
now on the defensive.
So you've crashed through the line, and now they're like encircling you.
Yeah.
All right. So, uh, now that I have flanked them, I can either enter the fray with my undead boys,
Yeah.
or hmm, hmm. Do you think I can face danger to try and get you initiative back?
So I can do this thing with my weapon master to turn the
Hmm?
tide.
Yeah.
Or I can also turn the tide with my hammer.
Turn the tide is risky, right?
Yeah, but I have the option of when you turn the tide, you may strike with all the fury and power you can muster. If you do, you may reroll any dice and inflict +2 harm on a strong hit, but count a weak hit as a miss.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh,
So I can get initiative back on my own these
right. But if you
days.
you have to get a strong
But I
hit, though,
have to get a strong hit. Yeah.
or we suffer a dire outcome.
Or it's very bad.
It's very bad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But for now, I'm okay. I'm okay being on the kind of because that means they're focusing me,
Yeah.
which gives you the opportunity to come in and cause some chaos.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to uh secure an advantage as a aid ally action as I march forward, covered in blood and ash,
Yeah.
with an undead army.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
perfect.
so, secure an advantage. Uh, with on a strong hit, blah 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 blah. Take +1. Yeah. Add 2 and take +1 momentum when you hit securing an advantage using fear or intimidation. So, fear, intimidation. This is what I love. I'm using deception, trickery. I'm
Yes.
bonded to
Yes.
you, which is +1.
Yep.
I have
And to the community that we're defending.
that's true. So I get a +4 here. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
a 10 and an 8. All right, it's a weak
Wow.
hit. Uh, you get a +1 momentum.
Sweet. I'm at max momentum because we're
Uh,
unprepared.
and I surprise from behind with undead and me. Ah! this this
Glorious.
ragged hag comes crawling up from behind the Mornwatch army, and we charge. That's my that's my go.
That's your go. All right. We spiral around. We turn around, and we are smacking him again. Do we want to? Okay, so let's take a step back. Do we want to say we get the added bonus because we're defending our home community that we're bonded with?
Um, I think so.
That gives me a +2 bonus to
Yeah,
my attack with Richard.
I think
It
that's
would not have.
precisely.
Yeah, it would not have changed my first week hit, so it'd still be clashing here. So it doesn't change anything from the past. Adding that, but do it now. Week hit. All right, so we have my two, one from Richard and one from Nickel. So we'll do one for each. And then we'll again, I think I'm doling out the extra hits to the commoners because they're
Mhm.
less likely to know what to do. And then I get to pay the price. I think Richard has to take endure harm.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's probably from, let's see. Where's my
It's okay, Nickel.
You're fine, puppy.
Richard's
Everything's
gonna be okay.
fine. Okay, so they are dangerous, so they inflict 2 harm. So he will take 2 harm and he will need to endure harm. And then I get, because we're bonded,
Mhm.
we get a +1 and we roll heart or the health, whichever. No, I don't think we roll heart or health, whichever is higher. His health is higher, so we'll just do it a +1 because that makes it 3. A weak hit. Your companion is battered. All right. Richard is currently battered. I don't know what that means.
Um, what was that?
If his health is at 0, he cannot assist, but his health is not at 0, so we're okay. We
So he
press on.
takes 2 harm.
He's taken his 2 harm.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Okay.
Yep.
That is my price of my weak hit in the clash.
Okay.
All right.
And you maintain
I am
the foe
still
maintains.
clashing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I need to, I think, enter the fray now. But I think first I need a weapon.
Yes.
So we have sprung the undead upon the army, and I am going and terrified them, at least a little bit. Not as much as I had hoped.
Yeah. They're not as
Uh,
afraid of the mammoth as I thought they would be.
yeah, or the undead. What? But that's to be. I guess that's fair because we live in a world where undead are kind of normal.
Yeah.
I've just never been able to fight alongside them before.
It's very exciting.
Uh, I what did we say it was face danger with wits
Yes.
to find a weapon.
To find a weapon. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that. I don't think I get the bond thing here because
I don't think so.
this seems like a very individualistic action.
Yes.
So just straight wits, find a weapon. Weak hit. I succeed, but face a troublesome cost. Um,
So there's 2 options here. You get separated from your undead, or
mhm.
you find a weapon that you're not actually qualified to be carrying.
Yeah, I think, or if I'm like fishing around in an active battlefield, I think 1 harm makes sense too.
Yep.
Um, so I get like kicked or stabbed or bumped or something as I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, again, I don't. As the undead charge forward, and suddenly I dropped my hands and knees and start fishing around in the mud.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
more
yeah.
likely to be stepped on than actually stabbed, so
Yeah.
I will take 1 harm,
Okay.
uh, forcing me to endure harm, which is there it is. Roll health.
Strong hit.
Strong hit with a 1.
Wow.
I shake it off.
Yay.
I get my health back.
Dio.
Um,
Sad now.
and then I get a weapon. What weapon do I find?
What weapon do you find? What kind of weapon do you? Well, with a weak hit, it's probably not the best weapon, but
Yeah, it's definitely not a bow, which is what I really like.
no. Is it just like a knife?
It's probably also not metal,
Oh, is it
given
a
the
beating?
scarcity.
Do you find a beaten stick?
I think I might find like a club or or like just like a broken quarterstaff or something like that. Yeah. Uh I find I find a hefty stick and I think to myself, Scarbash used it. I could probably use this.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Ironed is not my worst stat.
I am adding a where is it? Evka's inventory. Oh, it could be like a spear too.
It could be.
Like a
I
wooden just
wonder.
a simple wooden spear.
Yeah, a spear's probably better for Evka because it's ranged.
Yeah, I can technically throw it. Sure.
I mean, you
I
also
feel
remember you also have your bone saw because I talked them into letting you keep the bone saw.
that's true. That is true. I'm gonna say simple spear. Done.
Okay.
That's what I have. So yeah, I dive down. There's boots everywhere. There's the roar of battle. I can hear Richard getting poked and stabbed, and I can hear other people getting stomped on by Richard. And then I find this stick, and I'm like, yes. Back to Richard and
All right.
Scarbash.
Richard and I are going to continue our joy of hitting all the things, which is we're still clashing because we are kind of outnumbered. What the frick is going on with these weak hits? All
Mm.
right. Richard and Nickel and I do 4 damage, 4 hits of damage. So 1, 2, 3. And again, common folk. The common folk I think are out.
Yep.
One of the common folk is out.
Yeah, so we can try and end the fight with them.
Yep. Yeah, they're out. Okay. So we're down to 1 common folk and 1 warrior boys, and I think Richard takes 2 more damage. Because I'm riding Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Has to endure it. So that'll have to be heart. Companion endure harm. Did I say I get a because we're bonded? Do I get a bonus on this? I don't think so.
On
On the
for
endure harm?
Scarbash?
Yeah. For Richard enduring harm.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, frick that noise.
You could burn for an opportunity.
We're gonna have a strong hit. He gets a +1 health.
What's the opportunity?
What's the opportunity?
What narratively, what is a cool thing to have happened? Should uh so the common folk that you just broke are probably fleeing.
Yes. Or dead. They got stepped on by Mammoth.
Fleeing or dead.
Yeah, or got their heads bashed in by
Mm-hmm.
my new hammer.
Do Redhall common folks start coming to our aid? Do
Yes.
they also enter the fray?
I think so.
So hopefully
Ooh,
this means that
does
they
that
aren't
mean
afraid of our undead.
yeah, does that so if they join the fray, is that as part of that opportunity that I get initiative back? Because now everyone is focused they have more enemies to be dealing
Hmm.
with.
I I think we're supposed to avoid using mechanical benefits for opportunities and complications,
Okay.
but
That's fair.
but uh I think if does this mean that Etana has prepared Redhall for what was about to happen?
I think so. He must have. He must have told someone.
They just didn't let us know.
We just didn't know because we weren't even here.
That's true. Are we going to be vilified by every other town as the necromancy town now?
Maybe.
Well, let's one thing at a time.
Or it's gonna scare the shit out of them and they're gonna leave us alone.
Yeah, maybe we can bring the fight to Mornwatch and conquer them.
Yes. Suck it more and watch.
All right, that's cool.
All right.
Uh, so
So my turn is complete. The town has joined the fray, and that's just narrative fodder. And I think that probably accounts for maybe part of what you maybe do. Maybe someone gives you a pitchfork or something.
a twerk?
A pitchfork.
Oh, I heard twerk.
Yeah.
um, do I need to be out of combat to use the heal ability? Healing might be represented by staunch bleeding, binding wounds, applying salves, using herbs. Uh, it takes time, a few minutes for a quick treatment to get someone on their feet, hours for more severe injuries. I think at this point, Richard has severe injuries, right?
But I don't think you can get to Richard.
That's also probably true. I would need to face danger to get there.
You would need to face danger to get to Richard to deal with
True.
it. And that's not saying you couldn't do that, but
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have a spear now. I'm
yeah.
entering the fray.
Yeah.
I enter the fray with. Uh, they are not an unaware foe. I think I do this with heart.
Okay. Do you get the +1 because you get the +1 because you're bonded you're doing this in for the community.
Hmm.
You get another +1 because you're bonded to me?
Um, if I was coming to your aid specifically, I would.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think at this point, if we're separated, I'm just grabbing a weapon and
And yeah.
attacking.
Okay.
Do we think that my setup would qualify me to ambush them here with wits?
Yes, I think so. Cuz right now, part of you having all the undead is like distraction.
Yeah, they were flanked. That
Yeah,
was
they were
successful.
flanked. So I think you can do it with wits.
All right. Uh, I have a weapon. That's good. It means I do damage.
Yay.
I am using. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Strong hit.
Yeah.
On a
Hell yeah.
strong hit, I take 2 momentum, which I don't need, and I have initiative. All right, so I grab a spear out of the mud. I jump back up, chicken bones rattling. I've got water and goop in my hair streaming over my face,
It just adds to the visage.
and then I charge.
Just adds to the visage.
Yeah. Just screaming like a banshee the whole time.
Again, part of the visage.
Yep.
I think since
Okay.
you're on initiative, you can attack.
All right. I
Since
strike.
I'm still clashing.
I think I have to strike with iron if I'm doing it in melee.
Yes.
Iron. Um, I have nothing that helps me when I strike, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. All right. Just straight iron, 1 dice. Let's go.
Ooh.
I can burn for a strong hit, and I'm going to. This is what we've been waiting for. I burn 9 momentum. Uh, and and I do two damage. Is that how it works? I don't do damage. How does damage work?
I think you do 1 damage because it's not your preferred weapon.
Do I have a preferred weapon?
Cause you're not. So when I was using my beaten stick, I was doing 1 damage, unless I was with Richard.
Got it. All right. Who do I want to do it to? Probably the common folk. I don't think I would engage an actual warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evka's a coward too. So like she's being very she's got a whole lot of bloodlust going on right now, and she's like bolstered
Yeah.
by the fact that she has undead friends fighting with her. But I'm still not going to stab the biggest guy on the field.
No.
I'm
No,
gonna,
Richard is the biggest guy on the field, so I
I'm
would
gonna
hope you
stab
wouldn't stab
the
him.
frail looking one. So I do that. I try and end the fight with them.
All right. Oh yeah. The common
That
folk are out of the battle.
so I just start stabbing people and they start running.
The visage helps with that
Yeah, I think so.
significantly.
That's really doing most of the work. Okay. On the clash with the final warriors.
All right. So, Richard and I are going to turn the tide and use this new ability I have with my hammer of strike with all the fury and power I can muster. So we're gonna do the Thor like hammer in the air.
Oh my god. This is it.
I have decided this, which means that I can reroll any dice. But if I get a weak hit, I miss.
And you already used all your momentum?
And I already used all my momentum.
Oh boy.
Gone. But I do get my +2 momentum or my +2 bonus because again, we're striking. Yes. Strong hit. So I get +4 harm just from me.
This is gonna set off an explosion.
And a harm from Richard because I'm riding Richard into battle. And a harm from Nichols, so I end up doing 6 harm. More harm than the actual warrior bros
poor
can
Mornwatch
even do.
idiots.
It's a weak hit.
Gosh.
To end the fight. All right, so
All right.
I've risked it all. Let's see. On a weak hit, they're not in the fight. They're gone. But we also need to decide. I feel like stress might be the thing.
You have to pay a price?
I have to pay a price because it's a weak hit on the end of the fight.
Um
The options are endure harm, endure stress, a new danger or foe appears or an existing danger worsens. Collateral damage, we lose something important or someone important must pay the cost. An objective falls out of reach, and we were marked for vengeance.
Hmm. I think collateral damage also makes sense.
That's true.
You just set off a shockwave as you just did your limit break.
Yes,
Like
yes, I did.
if Scarbash like leaps off of Richard and brings down this mighty new hammer.
Well, like
Uh,
Richard's charging, and so maybe
mhm.
I'm standing on his back with the hammer, and then just leap and slam.
You like go full anime.
Yes,
um. So what if everyone but you had to take a harm?
including Nickel and Richard.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have to take a harm. The undead have to take a harm. The Redhall villagers have to take a harm.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, I gotta roll some stuff for my companions enduring harm.
All right, same.
This is for Nickel. Okay, Nickel is fine.
Hmm.
This is for Richard. It's gonna have to be Heart because he's
I am
in.
also fine. And
Richard again. He's battered, so but he's not at 0 health, so he's fine. Like he's not dead, but he's not feeling so great.
what do we
I'll
think? What do we think the villagers of Redhall? Should we like roll something for the common folk?
we could roll companion endure harm with maybe with your heart
Sure. Where is that?
under suffer.
Suffer. Companion endure harm.
Yeah,
Hard. Let's go.
like and on a strong hit, they're
+1
fine.
for bonded community.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Nice. So I think
Easy.
on a strong hit, they're.
Easy.
I was gonna say on a strong hit, I think they all kind of get up and shake it off. On a
Yeah.
weak hit, the old and infirm probably aren't doing so well, so we're gonna have to do some work there. And I'll miss
Mhm.
everybody's like, fuck this noise.
Everybody's yeah. Somebody dies.
Somebody dies. So thank you for not missing on that.
We're the best.
We're so good at this game.
So as the final warriors fall and the common folk are running battered and bruised and beaten into the hills, uh
It's pretty.
what does the scene look like?
I think we can actually remove all of these shared ones. They're all done.
Warnwatch Attacks is done.
Is done.
Homeward Bound was our
Yep,
going
and we
home.
finished that one. They're all done.
We most definitely
I'm gonna
um
take forward on helping Ev get new weapons because we've defeated Mornwatch for now.
took sure, yep.
My dumb vow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Um,
I feel like at this point our biggest problem is getting the undead out,
under control.
under control, and out.
Hmm. Where is Etana right now?
Probably at the back.
Yeah, is he like orchestrating from a hill or something?
Did he need to maintain a ritual to keep the undead up? We didn't talk about
Uh,
that.
we didn't. Should we ask the Oracle?
Sure.
I think that's a likely outcome.
Yeah, because it's during the day.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay. So
Does
now he
he?
has to either put them back to sleep gracefully or move them away from the town.
Yeah.
I wonder
Does
if I can
he?
help him with that.
Yeah. I wonder. Does he know already that the fight's over? Did he get interrupted by the hammer? Good point, Hope.
Hmm.
Okay? We'll phrase it this way. Was Etana close enough to have been affected by the hammer blast? He was.
He was in there with us.
He was in there. Was it? Did that interrupt his ritual? No.
3.
I like this. I
Yeah.
like rolling dice for these
Mhm.
things. It makes me happy.
Um,
So I think we need to, and then the last question is, Does he know the fight is over? Yes. Okay,
Great.
great. So then we just get to decide what he wants to do with the undead.
So I would like to aid him.
Okay.
Um, so there's a couple of interactions here. I think aiding him with whatever he needs to do to like put the undead back to sleep
Okay.
um, is probably face danger. It's a
Mm-hmm.
dangerous thing to do. Um, I get a +1 because I'm interacting with undead from my revenant skill,
That's right.
and I'm going to use essence as well because anytime I face danger plus essence, uh, I can regain some momentum, and it's thematic.
Yes. I
So
like thematic.
I'm gonna roll this as shadow. It's the same number as my essence right now, but so yeah, what I do is I find Etana and I start pulling some of the essence from the battlefield and use it to help him subdue the undead. Yeah, +1.
Yeah. Wow.
Strong hit.
That was a 6 on a d6.
It really was.
It really
I'm good with that.
was.
I think I'm a good necromancer.
I feel like you're a really good necromancer.
Did you see me? Did you see me move them around and stuff? They were like following me, and I had them behind Richard, and now we're just doing this thing. I've never done this before.
This is pretty amazing.
Uh, all right. So I'm successful. I take +1 momentum. Um, I don't take stress because I got a strong hit. But I do burn an essence,
Worth
and I
it.
gain a second momentum from my invoke, and that's it. So do the undead just sort of fall over where they are, or do they walk into the forest?
I think we get to decide what we want. I would say, like, probably the easiest way is for them to just fall over where they are.
Yeah.
And if we think that's what Etana would do, but with your help, do we think that he moves them away from town so that we can kind of have a little conflagration and not have undead people bugging us tonight?
True. Yeah. I mean, undead are always a threat, but it would be
Mm-hmm.
nice if we didn't just like invite them to our doorstep.
Exactly.
uh, yeah. Okay.
I
We'll march
think,
them away.
yeah, I think Evka would think of that. And if she didn't, Scar would absolutely be like, can you make them leave?
Can you just take that away?
Just let's store these somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay?
Brilliant. We've done it.
We've done it.
We finally did it. That's
We
got to be
saved Redhall.
that's got to be the last we hear of Mornwatch for a long time.
Is it the last we hear of Mornwatch for a long time? Yes. Yes, it
Hell
is.
yeah. Scarbash, did you did you did you know that that big explosion was going to happen when you did that thing with the swing and the hammer, and
No, no, I did not.
that was incredible and almost knocked me out.
I feel like it probably almost knocked a lot of people out. Richard's not looking so good.
That was pretty incredible. I mean, I'm in awe.
We should probably get Richard some help and maybe take a little break and resupply
Do
all
that.
of our stuff.
Oh,
And
actually,
you need new weapons.
I can't actually heal when I'm uh unprepared.
You know, we can't. We need to sojourn here.
We got to start doing, yeah.
We need to sojourn here so hard.
Yeah. Okay.
And we need a. So when I say we need to sojourn here, we need a sojourn and we need a strong hit.
Yep.
Otherwise, we're taking like 3 sojourns.
Do we have a scene with Etana? Okay, so
I
here's
think so.
given everything that's happened, there's 3 names that are coming to my mind that are gonna want to talk about this.
Uh huh.
It's Etana,
Yep.
it's Mura, the Iron Priestess of Redhall,
Yep.
and it's Padma,
Yep.
my future girlfriend,
But also, it's Gravicano.
and Grandma Kano, whose boat uh might have sunk.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Also,
Mostly.
is Ikram? Is
I
that his
think.
name?
Yeah, Ikram's still alive. He
He's still
probably
alive. Is
wants
he
to
still in
talk too.
charge?
I don't know. Is he?
I remember we had said that he was like taking a step down for a bit.
He is not still in charge.
Who's in charge now? Is it Mura?
Yeah? Maybe? Is it someone new?
Hmm. Who would have stepped up? Hopefully it's not Atana. Oh, is it Atana?
Okay. We can oracle this. Now that I've taken my note that I wanted to remember. All right. Ikram has stepped down. Is it someone new? Is it someone we already know? Let's see. Yes was new. So it's someone we already know.
Okay.
So our options here are Etana, Mura, Ramakano?
Probably not.
Who else do we know? Okay, where's my list of NPCs?
It's not the chicken farmer. It's not
Okay.
my it's not my buddy Massey.
So we have Mura. We have Ellie, who is Ikram's secretary.
Probably not.
Probably not. It's probably not Masi. It's probably not Gramakano, who's timid and unfriendly.
hmm
Is it Padma?
Um,
Could it be
I don't
Padma?
I don't know if that I don't know if that would be the job she would want as a sailor slash shark herder to like be a community leader,
Yeah, but her goal is to fulfill a duty. If she saw it as her duty,
which was to recover her herd, I think.
yeah, I think we
Yeah.
decided that. So yeah, probably not. We have Delcash, who isn't even close. So
Oh, what if um remember when we sent a giant lamprey to Redhall?
oh God, is it Bina?
Are we are we being led by a sea monster?
Wait. Bina is influential.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, here's how we answer this.
This is all Kathy's fault.
Is it wait, is it are they human or non-human? So human yes, non-human no. Human.
Okay.
So that leads us to Mura.
It's Mura.
It's Mura.
The Iron Priestess, cautious, demanding, stonewalled us several times. We don't know if she likes us or not. We don't know if she likes anyone.
Except
Uh,
maybe for Ikram.
Also, Scarbash killed her son.
That's true. I did.
In our defense, though, her son had taken her hostage.
Also in our defense, her son was trying to turn us over to Mornwatch.
Mm-hmm. Boy, Redhall's kind of scary. We have undead army. We have a
Mm-hmm.
battleship. We have a giant lamprey.
Mm-hmm.
We have an iron priestess. We have a elf necromancer, and then you and I.
That's right.
You know, after all this time, Scarbash, I was always thinking that Redhall was vulnerable, just ripe for the picking. Anyone could wander in and take us over, and I think all this traveling has really done us really well. I think we might be terrifying.
I think, and if we keep traveling and we tell people about Redhall and the things that have happened here and how we're still an independent city,
Hmm.
I think people will be like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah,
I feel like we're doing a good job here,
I think so.
as painful as it is. But I think we need to take a break here. Like, in not actual physical break, but like, we need to sojourn here. We need
Yeah,
supplies. Richard's hurting. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I
Okay.
got stepped on, and then your hammer blast kind of knocked me over, but fortunately, I landed on a soft body, so I didn't get hurt.
Yeah. And this is a good hammer. I really like this hammer.
Oh, yeah, it is. This is an okay spear. I stole it from a dead guy.
But I thought, what I feel like,
I could
what
probably
if,
use a bow, though,
what if I could find you a bow
or a sling.
or a sling? I
Or
wonder
a
if I could
slingshot.
make you a sling.
That would be cool. I would use a sling.
I'm gonna work on that on my sojourn. I'm gonna try and make you a sling shot or
Okay.
both.
I
Okay.
have been thinking about taking the slinger asset, which lets you do damage on enter the fray.
And it's range, so you could use edge rather than iron.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do we think that the shutting down of Mornwatch and the full defense of Redhall, in does it move any of our other vows? Is it a milestone in
My
anything else?
current only vow is touching all the iron pillars and
Hmm.
getting Evka new weapons. That's my only vows right now.
I would argue that it progresses our backstory vows,
Our big vows.
because the defense of Redhall is what is was preventing us from exploring the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I would take one for yours.
Yep.
I will take one for Devour the Ironlands, because fuck
Yeah.
Mornwatch. I don't think it advances my asks Jaws to empower Padma.
No, I think we have to go back to the Silver Hollow for that.
Yeah. Do you think it progresses my investigate the source of my power?
I I think it does because I think what we learned here is that you're good at necromancy,
Yeah, the
which
Revenant
can be
thing,
which could be a clue towards what the source of your power is.
that's a good point. Still a long way to go there,
Yep.
but a little bit at a time. Now we sojourn.
Yeah. So for helping Evka get new weapons, I'm going to set two. I really only need one more tick
Mhm.
on it, and it'll be at 9, and I can just roll it. But I think the things that I would do for it are I'm going to talk to Grandma Kano about helping me find something to give to Evka, and then probably trying to make it, but I don't think there's any crafting rolls. I might just sneak around as part of the sojourn. I might be able to do it as part of the supply
Mhm.
if we succeeded our sojourn and can resupply.
Yeah, we get a +1 sojourn in our home community, right?
Yes. And you
Or
get
is
to
that?
sojourn with wits because of Jaws, and that's even better.
Oh yeah. Maybe after all this time, people will be receptive to the word of Jaws.
I feel like we have to try.
Everything's coming up, Scar and Cluck.
That's right.
Okay, sojourn with wits,
With wits.
and I get a +1 because it's a bonded community, right?
Yes.
So this will be heart +2 +1, so +3. Go.
Strong hit.
Ooh.
So we each get to pick 3 items out of the list. First off, we clear unprepared. Heckin. Take 1 supply. That's one of them. I'm going to
That's a
take
good one.
I'm going to take +2 health for myself and any companions so that Richard goes back up to 2 health. I don't need it. Ickle doesn't need it, but Richard needs it.
Wait, remind me, do we both have to do the unprepared, or is it for the party?
If unprepared was for the remember. I think it's clicked individually. When I unclicked it, it didn't unclick it for you, did it?
Yeah, no.
I think it's
Me
individually. I think
Let me double check.
but I feel like it makes more sense that because the whole party is unprepared.
Yeah, because we become unprepared at the same time because we share a supply
Yeah.
track. So it must be just one.
I feel like it.
It is just one.
Okay. All
Share
right.
the same supply value when one of you makes this. Yeah, okay.
All right. So I've cleared that. And then I will I can't and you can't take one twice. So I will take
Right. Is it one category twice or one individual thing twice?
I think it's one individual thing we looked up.
You and your allies may choose 2 from the categories below.
I think you can they don't have to be from separate categories. I think you can take them like if you were wounded and unprepared, I think you can
Right.
take both of those.
Okay.
I'm gonna take momentum. I'm actually going to gather information by talking to Grandma Kano
Mhm.
about what kind of weapon she thinks that Cluck would really like.
Oh.
Actually,
Okay.
not just like if I think about it, it's probably no, it's probably just gonna be Grandma Kano. Do I get a +1 because I'm doing it 4 o'clock? Even though I don't share a bond with Grandma Kano.
Do you have to choose something like provision if you were planning to find stuff for Evka's weapon? Um, Theoretically, if we rolled a weak hit on something like that, we could like spend a supply
Mm-hmm.
to like fix something up. Um, or if we were crafting our own, we might use a supply
Use a
to help
supply.
make it. Yeah, actually, I think there's an asset. Assets are like feats in other systems. There's an asset called right, and you can put anything you want before that. So like shipwright,
Mm.
like just an expert crafter at something. We could theoretically craft our own with that, and that would take supply.
Yeah, I don't need that. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of crafting. This is just
Yeah.
something for my friend. I'm gonna talk to Grandma Kano.
Okay.
Missed.
Grandma Kano's angry about the boat.
She's really mad about the boat.
She's really mad.
She somehow like convinces me to tell her what happened with the boat, and she's real mad about the boat. And she's like, "That you don't get any weapons. You don't get any help from me."
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I was about to ask her about the tea swallow tablet because she's old and wise, and I think probably a little bit of a witch as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think the price is that she refuses to talk to me as well.
Yep.
Um, yeah, because we lied to her. We told her we weren't taking the boat, and then we went and sunk the boat.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
And
we
that
did.
boat has been in the family for generations.
Yeah, we did. Did you take your 3 things for
I
your 3
haven't yet.
things? Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay. I gotta think
I
about a
will
next
provision.
step. Yeah, I gotta think about a next step to get Evka a weapon.
I will provision Did you take 2 health for
I did
Richard?
take 2 health for Richard.
Okay, I might be able to heal him a little more after.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm going to provision twice. No, I can't. Hmm. I can't take recuperate for your companions, right?
Right.
I don't think so.
I think it's just your own companion.
Hmm. I guess I'll plan for 2 momentum, and then I'm gonna take a quest.
Okay.
I was gonna talk to Grandma Kano. Grandma Kano's done with us.
Carlos Kano's done with us for now.
And in fact, she Grandma Kano's a lot smarter than I think we or Cluck gives her credit for. And if she is a little bit witchy, like me, she
Yeah.
probably thinks that the whole partnering with a necromancer for the defense of Redhall was like just so stupid. Just the most dangerous thing possible.
Yeah.
Um I might actually get kicked out. I think I think the result of all of these poor decisions, I think Grandma Kano is just like find your own place to stay.
You can stay with me.
And I get to move in with my bestie.
Yay!
um
Slumber parties every night. I'm sorry it smells like mammoth in here.
I would like to. Oh, as part of my resupply, I'm going to talk with my bonded friend Massey,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to add a live chicken back to my inventory.
Reasonable. Reasonable.
Just one,
Just
and
one.
maybe one for the morning prayers.
Yeah, yeah. A couple.
Yeah,
She's had a chance. She's had a chance to like to grow some chicks up to full chickens. She's restocked now.
yeah.
You haven't
One
killed all
live.
of her chickens.
Excellent. I want to talk to somebody about the vision I had, which was in regards to the tea swallow tablet
Mm.
and a mystical enclosure at a forgotten river ford in the Havens.
Yes, that's
This was
right.
shown to me by Jaws.
I think that we should go talk to Mura,
Yeah.
and I think we need to go in like not all full of ourselves, not like hero of Redhall kind of like I would have done, but I think walk in and, apologize for wrecking the town and apologize for hammer bashing the things and, you know,
Mhm.
see if she will let us ask her some question.
Yeah.
Um I'm going to start by gathering some information. Nickel and I are going to go around the town
Mhm.
and kind of get a sense of what's been happening since we've been gone. Like we're going to go around and, kind of again make sure everybody's okay, make sure everything's cool, everything's good. Like I'm sorry I hit the hammer thing. I'm sorry about it. And get a sense of what's going on before we go talk to Mora. So it's kind of a
Sure. A precursor.
yeah. So we're gonna start with gathering information about what's been going on
All right. I
in
will
town.
hold off on my take the quest thing.
Yeah. So I get a +1 bonus because it's bonded community, and I'm trying to decide if using Nickel's gather information, if his keen senses in are also besides just being able to smell and see and hear things. We're not really using it to. I'm not using it to track anything. I'm not really investigating a scene. It's more about people, so I think we're just gonna go with the +1.
Yeah.
Opportunity!
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
snap.
Oh my goodness.
On a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learned. So I get +2 momentum,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an opportunity. So I think, like, just at a base level, what we learn is that Ikram stepped down, Mora stepped up, probably at the request of the community.
Yeah.
So
She is,
she's,
despite her cold demeanor towards us,
yeah.
she's definitely the most badass person in town.
Yeah, and the reason that they, probably part of the reason that they were ready for coming to Mornwatch, for everything coming to Mornwatch.
Yeah.
I think probably as part of that, is it getting you new weapons? We take forward on getting you new weapons?
Um,
Maybe not. Because I wasn't specifically looking for that. I was looking for what's actually been going down.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm okay with that. And I wonder, has Mura relaxed slightly since we defeated Mornwatch?
Uh, one would hope.
Yeah.
Do you want to do an oracle, or do you want to use that as the opportunity and
I
just say it so?
wonder. I'm thinking that I'm wondering if that's the opportunity. Is that Mora, who was kind of cold to us and kind of pissy because I killed her baby, wasn't a baby, he was an asshole.
Mm-hmm. He was a grown
A
asshole.
grown asshole who took her freaking hostage. And maybe the fact that we showed up at the 11th hour as Mornwatch is attacking and took care of it.
This is the second time we've done this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a giant lamprey in the harbor.
And we've got protection from the sea. I feel like our opportunity is that Mora isn't going to be quite so cold to us.
Yeah.
You know, we've done a lot for the town. It doesn't make us heroes of Redhall, much as
So
I would wish that, but it doesn't
so
make us.
then if I were to take a quest, it could be from Mura.
Mm-hmm.
Like she would entrust us with something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with that knowledge, then we go to Mora.
So I've been kicked out. Been kicked
Yes.
out of Grandma's house.
Yeah.
So I've moved all of my alchemy and herbalism supplies to your house. They're
Yep.
just scattered all over a corner of the floor. I've
It's
got a
fine.
blanket rolled out. There's way too many candles, lots of incense,
Smell it.
and
It covers up
just
the smell of Mammoth. It's fine.
just bags and bags of chicken bones.
Yep. Oh, so now it
Um,
smells like chicken and Mammoth. Brilliant.
uh, what a scene.
Brilliant. We
Uh,
have this new house. We have roommates.
mhm.
Great.
And
It's the least I can do after crashing your boat.
I say to you one day, do you think so? Mora's an iron priestess,
Yep.
which means she worships those iron pillars you're so excited about.
Well, yeah.
But she never talks about them. For an iron priestess, you think that she would talk about them a lot.
Well, there aren't really that many around here. There's just that one.
But surely she knows about more.
Probably.
Think
I
about how big the Ironlands are. We've spent our whole lives on the Ragged Coast. There's gotta be iron pillars as far as the eye can see. We just have to get out of these stupid shoreline.
well, uh, yeah. We could, but what about the boat?
Well, I mean, maybe we go by foot for once. Or I guess we could sail around the coast of the Ironlands.
That's
Could sail to the flooded lands.
that's a lot of sailing, though.
We've been doing a lot of sailing.
We've been doing a lot of sailing.
Yeah.
And Richard's had some experiences with the sailing. I think he'd probably like it if we
There are
walked
probably
more.
rivers in the havens that we could get a tiny boat. Nothing like we had on the ocean, but
No. Well, we wouldn't need it if it was just in a river. We wouldn't need a big boat.
yeah.
But
But I don't know. I
Evka,
want to
what
see
about
what's
what about
elsewhere.
Padma though?
Yeah. I did make a vow, didn't I?
I mean, we really like Padma, and we kind of bailed on getting her the stuff she needs to be able to take care of her herd.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got my hammer now. I feel like we should do that. I feel like we should do something about that. But I also want to make sure that we talk to Mura and let her know that. Do you think Mornwatch is gonna come back?
I don't think so. I think they've taken their licks.
Well, and with Etana having his book of stuff, he can probably help more.
Yeah. I also want to talk to more about this whole, or maybe I need to talk to Etana about Jaws. In any case,
We gotta talk to some people.
there's got to be something the community needs that is somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, we can always go back and get that thing, whatever thing to empower Padma. That's somewhere else.
Yeah. That's just in the Barrier Islands again, though.
Yeah.
Silver Hollow,
But do
which
we really
didn't go
want to?
great last time.
No, but do we really want to go someplace else before we take care of that?
No, probably not. But we should at least talk to Mura about maybe setting up an expedition.
Oh, bringing
Like,
some people with us?
well, when we come back from Silver Hollow, maybe she can have people ready to go, and we can set out to do something that she needs and sort of earn some good favor with her.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, maybe Padma wants to come to Silver Hollow this time. Maybe that's why we had problems the last time, is because Padma didn't come with us.
Oh, maybe I can ask her.
Yeah.
It didn't go well last time.
Well, but now we saved the town, so.
Yeah, but we've been gone for like a month and a half. I still haven't talked to her. I'm just really nervous.
Well, maybe if you washed your face first.
Oh yeah. It's just like old, like dried blood all over her
Like
face.
everything that you put on your face is just still there.
Yeah, all right. Maybe I'll dunk my head under the water when I say my prayers this morning.
Don't you always dunk your head in the water?
Yeah, I guess I haven't said my prayers since we were on the boat.
I know, it's been a while.
Mm, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it seems like it's a time to say the prayers.
All right, well, let's talk to Mura first.
Okay. Well, let's do that after we take a quick break to
Yeah,
get up and stretch and get some more water and dehydrate and all that. You two chat.
and say, "F you, Mornwatch.
That's right. So we will be
Get
back.
thunder brought."
That's right. And I gotta think of a name for the hammer. I didn't think of a good one during that battle. Uh, I'll think of it while I'm stretching. We will be right back. Give us about 5 minutes. Well, burb. I'm gonna run a quick ad break to turn off pre-rolls and all that fun jazz. So burb. Golden Dice, thank you for the break raid. I'm just here stretching, so you don't have to watch me stretch. How is the end of the podcast? Mizzy! Dono, I love the cat ears. They're fucking amazing. They're brilliant. I want cat ears. Should make cat ears. I made cat ears at one point. I don't know where they are anymore. I made a rainbow cat hat that I need to send off to somebody who may or may not be in chat, but I have to put eyes on it. I have to put a face on it. But Gonzo, I'm going to the post office tomorrow, and then there's a package for Gonzo in that pile of things to send out. Everybody stretch. We're having a stretch break and a more water break. If you are not following More Than Dice, you should be following More Than Dice because they're awesome. Okay, I'm gonna mute again, and I'm gonna go back to finishing my stretch break. Burp. All of my joints are popping, Kathy. Kathy! We're back from having stretches, and I stretched out, and all of my joints made really gross popping noises. Hope wanted squid short time. So we have to squid short.
Yeah.
Very important.
Kathy.
The cat.
Captain Mizzy.
I love the squid short puppet so much.
I think it's one of your best. I really think that's really clever.
I do yeah. It's absolutely. I'm very happy with it. Even like the big stuffy squid short, I'm very happy with. It's probably gonna have to come down off the Etsy because I love it too much. And I just don't want anyone to buy it. Even though I should. I need to not have so much stuff in my house from things that I make. I had a hilarious thought earlier today about the rot.
Oh, the one you're making?
Oh yeah, what if I just make a whole bunch of them and stick them in a box?
Yeah, that is a box of rot.
Yep.
All different sizes.
And then I can put an address on it and send it away.
Have you ever done felting?
I have not, but I know. I
I've
saw
got
the light up cat ears, Jono. Yes, I am making rots like from Liam's game. That's what I was working on this morning.
very cute.
Very excited. It would not work on this because this is acrylic. But it is something that you could do with needle felting if I was
Yeah,
using wool yarn, but I use acrylic for
I bought
mostly for
some
the.
like bird ornaments for our tree here that were like totally felted. They're sort of like realistic, like chickadee, whatever.
Yeah, that stuff's really cool.
But I feel like those would make really good rots too, and then they could be like that big.
Oh yeah. I could probably make it smaller, but I want to be able to like squish it.
Hug it and squish it. Yeah.
Yeah. Call it George.
Give it a hat.
Anyway, we've
Swappable hats.
um hmm hmm I was
Is
thinking that the reason I need to make a bunch of them is to make them all with different
Oh,
hats.
gotcha.
But we're not there yet. We're only on making the body first, and then we'll decide about accessories. I still have to finish the squash hat too. It needs
Yeah,
to
it's
be
looking great.
it needs to be blocked out so that it holds its shape a little bit better. I should have done it with wool so I could actually felt it, but that's neither here nor there. And we have
What is here or there?
well, we have protected Redhall from Mornwatch for those of you who are just joining us from the More Than Dice stream. Again, More Than Dice, thank you for the raid. I love you guys so much. You're the best. We did complete that battle. We were strongly victorious. I took my hammer and knocked everybody down.
I don't think we took damage.
Richard
Well,
did.
Richard took a lot of damage.
Richard tanked for us.
Hmm.
Yep. That's because yeah. It turns out that with the new hammer and riding Richard and with Nickel, Scar does a lot of damage now.
Yeah.
Oh no, Hope. That's no good. This is probably about halfway full. The problem with drinking tea out of this mug is that I don't drink my tea as fast, then I don't get hydrated as quickly, which is problematic, but here we are. I do have a cup of water here as well. We need to talk to Mura,
Yeah.
who is in charge of the town. We probably need to talk to Etana before we leave. We need to talk to Padma to see if she wants to come with us back to Silver Hollow to get her empowered to manage her herd without a shark dog.
Hmm.
Where do we want to start? Who do we want to start with?
Well, the Moore thing is still hinging on my final.
Oh, yeah. On your
Um,
final sojourn selection.
yeah. So I think we go see what she has for us.
Okay.
Um. So let's see. Envision what this community needs or what trouble it is facing. Well, we fixed its trouble, so I think it's a need now.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I choose to help, I can swear an iron vow with a +1.
Yeah.
We can
Excellent.
ask the oracle when we talk to her and see what the theme it is. The contingency here is that we're hoping for something that takes us away from uh
Yeah. Well, and
the
I think we could drive that too. Like
yeah,
we can drive that to a certain extent.
yeah. So not the Ragged Coast or the Barrier Islands.
Right.
We can roll a die to figure out where they send us though.
Mm-hmm.
It would be convenient if it was the Havens because I have that vision.
I mean,
Um,
we
but
could
I won't
force
push
that
for that.
too.
I'd go anywhere.
I know.
I'd even go back to the hinterlands.
Mm-hmm. Because we know the Varu are currently in their dormant state.
Yeah.
Except
All
for
right.
the
So yeah.
elves. The elves were bothered.
So we go see Mura.
Yep.
She's still stoic, but maybe not quite as cold as she has been. In
Yeah. It depends on how you wanna portray cold. You can be cold and like off-putting to people, or you can
Mm.
still be just kind of stoic and cold, but not obviously you guys suck.
Yeah.
Because we got the
It's like
you guys suck before.
we did. Yeah. We might still get the vibe like you're wasting my time,
Oh yeah,
but
potentially.
not you're wasting my time and I will strike you down.
Exactly.
um so yeah, I think I wake you up one morning and I say, "Let's go talk to Mora."
Okay.
I'm going to tell her about the tea swallow tablet. I'm going to tell her about well, you can tell her about all the pillars that you've touched.
I'll tell her about the pillars that I've touched, and the one that I heard about that I didn't get to touch because it was in elf territory, and the elves were kind of rude to us.
Yeah.
They stole all of our stuff. Evka actually needs maybe like a slingshot or a bow or something. There, do you think there's something around here that we could maybe get for her?
And then and wait, are you asking that of Mora?
I'm absolutely asking that of Mora.
Uh
Remember, I made a dumb vow again.
yeah, okay. Uh how do
I
you
think
test this?
I think we roll an oracle. Do you
Well,
think it's?
a vow has to be progressed by moves, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So is it a
Ooh, a compel. It's a compel.
oh, to outfit us for free?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna use heart. Compel with heart.
Mhm.
Um, I don't think I get a bonus, even though I'm asking for you, because I don't have a bond with Mora. And again, this is not really about the community. This is just about,
Mhm.
yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Strong hit. They will do
It's
what I
good.
want or share what they know. So I get +1 to momentum. I am not going to use it to gather information. I do get to take a head on my help Evka get new weapons.
Mhm.
And I'm at 9.
So she tells you where to get it basically,
Yeah.
and the resolution of that vow is just getting it.
They're just getting it. I'm gonna try and resolve it here.
Okay.
And I think with a strong hit here, she's got it on hand. If the
Mm.
weak hit, we gotta go somewhere else and grab it. And with the miss, Yeah, okay. There's more to be done. We just gotta go get it for you.
So what does she is it a sling? Or is it a bow? Or is it
I
a
don't get any experience from that, but that's fine. Um,
you don't get any experience for that?
no, because it's a weak hit. For troublesome, you get 0 experience on a weak hit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's a dumb vow anyway. I don't think that it's not a big deal.
Well, I appreciate the effort.
I think we can. I think you can decide what it is
All
because
right.
it's still a hit, so it's not like you're not. It's not a failure.
Mhm.
We just have to go somewhere else. We have to go to the armory and grab it.
Okay. Do you think let me think here. So again, I don't have enough XP yet, but I will soon. If I were to take the slinger, I think it's called slinger. Yes. When launched from a sling, a simple stone inflicts deadly harm, which is 2 harm. And when I enter the fray by barraging your foe with sling bullets, I get to inflict harm on a strong hit. Now, from a sling perspective, it's one of those like spinny ones, but
Yeah,
could it be one of the slingshots?
yeah. Is your ammunition chicken bones?
Absolutely.
All right, done. Done. That's what it is.
Correct. So she pulls out a
Well,
aw.
we'll have to go pick it up because
Oh,
she
right. It's
doesn't
not
have
yours.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right, right. Okay. Well, great. That's really generous of you, Mura. Um, I open my bag and I pull out the broken tea swallow tablet. So we found this on a boat that we believe to have been one of the Etana's boats. And then we found a tablet slot, like a dais, at the bottom of a tomb. And I put it in, and it told us things, and we've kept following this lead. And then we got attacked by these fish people things, and it broke.
Yeah, we weren't prepared to fight fish people things.
Yeah. They were called the Marrow, right?
Yeah, they were marrow. I don't know that we knew the characters knew that,
Yeah, I
but
don't think so.
yeah.
And then anyway, the I asked Jaws if I could sort of envision a way to put the tablet back together, and I was shown a place far away. Um, there's a river ford in the Havens, and well, I know that the community has recently had a little bit of its troubles resolved, and so now I was wondering if maybe there was a reason that Redhall needed to go to Havens.
What if trade route?
Yeah, that's where all the cities are, right?
Hmm.
Well, the bigger circles at least.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's her feeling on trade route?
Hmm.
Does Mura want to keep us isolated, or does Mura want to keep like expand?
Do we want to roll it as an oracle, or do we want to just make kind of the decision based on what we
We
know
can
of
make a
Mora?
decision what we know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can use this as an opportunity to sort of flesh out the
Mm-hmm.
Iron Priestess order as well.
Yeah. So who? Let's think further back. Who drove the movement here? Was it Iron Landers or was it the Iron Priestesses? Iron Priests. Who brought us here in the first place?
So pillars have always been here,
Yep.
and we are the Ironlanders,
Mm-hmm.
and presumably the order started worshiping the pillars when we first arrived. I don't know how many thousands of years ago that is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do we think the role of the priestess is in a circle traditionally?
So it says under iron in our world truths, it says some such as the iron priests worship and swear vows upon the iron pillars. However, most make warding signs and hurry along their way when they happen across one.
Okay.
So maybe the iron priests are sort of like maybe viewed similarly to the firstborn. Like they're kind of weird, not sure what to make of them.
Do we think, well, how does that tie to Redhall putting Mura in charge?
Hmm.
Why would they have picked her if they think of her like a firstborn?
Maybe this community is different because most communities don't have an iron priestess.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a smaller order than we thought. There's only like maybe a few dozen in the
Yeah,
world.
maybe they're uncommon and that it because to become the Iron Priestess, as we've discussed, or the Iron Priest, there's stuff to do that people
Yeah,
just or they start, or they start and they just get tired of it, or there's vows that they need to make and they don't complete the vows, or
right.
for whatever reason.
So if that was the case, there's like either Mura wants there to be a bigger order, or she wants to stay quiet about it because of the mistrust. Like she doesn't want to bring any undue harm
Yeah,
on
it
Redhall.
and then it well then it but then it becomes, is her focus on leading Red Hall or on being an Iron Priestess?
Hmm. We don't even
And
know what it means to be an Iron Priestess yet.
yeah. And does that cause her, is that going to cause her to do things? Like, I think Ikram would have been like, yeah, establish trade route to the
Mm.
Havens. We can trade fish for stuff inland, and go back and forth. We could get some fruits and veggies. We don't, that'd be great. They must like
Yeah,
fish there. We get a lot of fish. And that would
we.
drive us inland to talk about Jaws,
Hmm.
which helps you. But
Uh,
Mora's different because her feelings on things are different.
we have to imagine that Ikram had been advised a lot by Mura.
Yeah.
So at least some of what Redhall is has always been under the hand of Mura.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that is the isolationist part.
Mm-hmm.
Like he always really wanted to grow and create jobs and prosperity and stuff like that. And Mura's guiding hand is like, okay, easy. There's big
Yeah.
fish out there like Mornwatch that wanna,
That want to take us.
yeah, take what we have.
Do we think that Mornwatch attacking maybe would have shifted her point of view in wanting to perhaps expand the circle?
Possibly, or at least bolster it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, again, we only were there at the end of Muna.
Yeah.
Um, it might have when so when we came up with the complication of Muna uh sort of taking Mura, his mom, a hostage.
Yeah.
We had just thought that it was convenient, but maybe there was a specific reason to take the Iron Priestess. Like by removing the Iron Priestess, somehow Redhall became vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Is it magic that she provides, or is it uh I don't feel like it's magic.
No.
I feel like it's that leader of the community, kind of the heart of the community. That person who is always there. They maybe aren't necessarily the fighter kind of person, but they're the moral compass of the community.
Yeah. Mura is cautious and demanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the cautious thing leads me to believe that
Yeah.
the expanding thing is not a no, but a with trepidation.
Maybe you're not the people to do it, but you're the ones I got.
Yeah.
So here's your orders.
All right.
And she maybe determines the vow that we have to swear to do this.
Uh, so is it to make a like forge a road through the deep wilds to the havens?
Mm-hmm.
Does she know of a town in the havens that we need to get to?
I would say she'd have to.
All right. Do you want to make an oracle roll for a location, a settlement name?
Do we want to do just a plain settlement name, or do we want to do something spiffy, like something else?
Hmm. Anything. Dealer's choice.
We haven't done historical events.
Okay.
I want to do that. Broken Helm.
Broken Helm. Is it deep within the havens, like on the coast, or is it like closer to the deep wild border or more central?
Uh, let's see. Let's decide with the Oracle.
Mhm.
So, yes, it's close. No, it's far. It's far.
All right.
Is it all the way to the coast? No.
So probably
So it's
central.
probably somewhere in the center of the
Okay.
havens. Which is maybe why she's heard of it and why she knows of it, because it's one of the bigger settlements.
Broken Helm. All right, I'm going to put a point of interest on the map.
Wait.
Up like there.
Can't see it.
Uh there.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Okay. All right. Our first Havens city.
Yeah. We get to go. That's a big journey. That's across two
It
different.
is. And our goal is to A, trailblaze a path through the deep wilds that we would be able to follow. So
Mhm.
basically map it as we go.
Yep.
And two, we're diplomats? We're trade ambassadors? This seems like a bad idea.
I feel like Mura knows us though and would not expect us to do the ambassador part, but it
Oh, she is going to send someone with us.
I don't know that she's necessarily going to send someone with us, but if we go first and we blaze the trail and we set up
Hmm.
camp points along the trail,
Mm.
that gives her time to figure out who's going to be the best person to go.
Yeah. So we don't have to convince the Havens to do trade. We just have to make
No.
the journey and establish a safe path.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I think if we decide that we're going to go finish Padma's thing first, we maybe can come back and see if there's a party prepared to go with us.
Um all right. I'm going to swear a vow because I get a +1 on this.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you do.
Uh and I have to frame it in such a way that this is also a holy quest.
Yeah, but you also get a +1 because it's for a community that you share a bond
True.
with.
True. Okay. Um I don't think I get to I don't think I can think of a realistic way of
Making
like
it
yes,
no.
yes, going to Havens or going to Broken Helm to and bringing the word of Jaws with me kind of fits, but I think it has to be something separate.
Yeah, I think so.
So this is just trail blaze a new road to Broken Helm. And it's probably I think crossing 3 territories might actually be a 4-tier journey.
I think so.
Undertake a journey.
What did you set the vow to?
Mine is Trailblaze a new road to Broken Helm.
Yeah, but what kind of level, what level of vow
Oh,
is it?
I haven't yet. I want to figure
Okay.
out how far.
Yeah, I think it's a 4-tier journey.
Oof.
Which means the vow itself has to be a 4-tier vow? No.
They would be progressed simultaneously then, right?
Yeah. I think it has to be, though.
Unless, what if the journey was for I'm not sure how this works.
Well,
Um,
the journey is what is basically forging the path.
we would have to like stop and like cut down forests or trees or like
We have a
um
freaking mammoth.
that's true, but we would have to like it's not just travel, it's also
It's also work,
construction
yeah.
and like documentation, cartography.
But I don't think it's a 5-tier vow.
No, it's not.
Can Is there a chance of completing the vow before the journey is completed?
I don't think it can be. I think what happens here is we do the undertake a journey and we sprinkle in like anytime we make camp, we
Mm-hmm.
should also um what would that be? Like record I guess that's gather information.
Yeah.
It's basically sort of gathering information about the journey, all the kinds of things that we want, clearing out monsters
Mm-hmm.
that we encounter. So those things would be milestones on the vow, not the journey.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's it. I'm just trying to decide if I want to swear a vow for that
Mm,
too.
gotcha.
I feel like Mora would make us both swear the vow if we're both gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. For the community, it's fine. Let's see. How do I want to phrase this? Trailblaze a new road to Broken Helm, and it's force extreme. Do you want to
Yeah.
roll your? Do you want to roll your swear an iron vow first?
So extreme journeys might require weeks within your narrative,
Mm-hmm.
with appropriate stops, side quests, and adventures along the way.
Yep.
Whew.
Yep. We're gonna be doing this one for a while once we
Yeah.
start this trip.
And it'll be mostly in the deep wilds, which would be interesting.
Yeah. New
Okay.
enemies. No nightmare spiders.
So extreme.
All right. Gotta roll
And
your
I
heart.
will roll my heart.
I have an idea for what happens if you miss.
Um, where's my moves? Swear an iron vow. Hmm. Write the vow. Give the quest a rank. Roll heart. This is to a bonded community,
This is to our bonded community.
and I get a +1 because I'm doing it with a
Yep.
take a quest action.
Yep.
Huh.
Yay!
Whew. I'm emboldened. I'm
Excellent.
incorrigible. All right. I get a +2 momentum, and it is clear what I must do next.
All right. I will now swear my vow. Again, to a community with whom I share a bond.
Hmm.
I only have the +1 because I didn't do this as part of my sojourn. A weak hit. Fine. I'm not gonna burn just for the strong hit here. I'll take the. I have more questions than answers about what the heck is going on, but Evka's going, so I'm probably gonna kind of. Part of it is getting Evka her sling, and I might quietly go around town and just be like, "Know anything about Broken Helm? Do you know anything about Broken Helm?"
I wonder how long it's been since Redhall interacted with the Havens.
I would say it's probably been a while.
Like older than Grandma Kano?
I don't know. We can ask the Oracle. Has it? Let's see. Have we interacted with the Havens in Grandma Kano's lifetime? Yes. Okay.
All right. So as old as Grandma Kano, at
Yeah.
least,
Yeah.
or at most.
Yeah. I think
Um,
mostly what I do. Well, and I'm also at only. I'm still missing a spirit. So I'm
mhm.
kind of some of that too is coming from we've done a lot of stuff and we've had a lot of issues, but we've never left the coast.
Right.
We've always been here, except for that time when we went to see the Varu, but then we kind of had people helping us, and this time it's just us. So it's less about finding like answers to where to go cuz you already know those. This is about me finding the courage to go forward with you on this
Yeah.
unknown adventure.
Uh, okay, Mura. That's done.
Gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Um
But I
well,
have a fancy ritual now that might let me check back in on you uh occasionally. I can scry. So, although there's no way to get back if you need help. It doesn't really help me. But we need to go back to Silver Hollow first. Do we think she's sending somebody with us?
I don't think she's sending any. I don't think she has anybody she can send immediately.
No. But what, like, if we were to go to Silver Hollow and come back, would
Yeah.
there be like an envoy that we have to
I
escort?
I think so. I think if we go to
Yeah.
Silver Hollow and come back,
Do we want to roll who that is up front?
I think we can wait.
Okay.
I think we need to just check in with Padma and see if she's going with us back to Silver Hollow.
I have to talk to Padma.
I am debating. I have the XP for this to add to my retinue of pets. Because of this journey to and being able to communicate back and forth with Redhall, I'm considering adding a raven.
I think that would be curious.
Because the raven can carry messages.
Hmm.
And then you can secure an advantage, gather information, or compel from a distance.
Interesting. That would be useful. And
Um,
you already have Animalkin.
and I already have Animalkin. I don't think. If I spend the 2 here. If I spend the 2 here to get the 3rd tick on Animalkin, I can get the Raven, pick Diligent, and then the next level up would be would only cost 1 rather than 2.
Yeah. Knowing is really good too. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm. I currently have
That's
4 XP, so I either do both. I either do take the path, take the raven, and then the next time I have XP to grab knowing.
when your raven carries messages for you, may gather information from a distance. That's cool.
Yeah. And it also narratively helps us stay in touch
Mm-hmm.
with Mura while we're trying to do this.
Definitely.
I wonder if that might be part of the we gotta come back for that too.
Yeah.
Narrative. So I think what I'll do is I will take, you may add or upgrade an animal or beast companion asset for 1 fewer experience. Once you mark all their abilities, you may forge a bond with them and take an automatic strong hit. Cool. Yep. All right. Cool. I've done that. I still have 2 experience floating on the board. Okay, Kathy, have a good snack. And I think,
Night, Kathy.
good night, Kathy. We love you. Um, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. We need to go to Silver Hollow.
Yep.
And I think, I'm gonna put my hand on Evika's shoulder very seriously and say, I think I should swear a vow to help you empower Padma.
Okay.
But I don't want you to think that I'm just swearing silly vows like I have in the past.
Well, to be honest, the I'm starting to think that asking Jaws to empower Padma might have been a silly vow as well. But it's really hard, and now I feel like I'm committed to it.
I wanna. Okay. I think we need to go back to the Silver Hollow and give
Hmm.
Mora some time to figure out, what she wants to do about Broken Helm and the new road, and like if there's gonna be people following us to help us build the road or just get to Broken Helm or whatever. But I also don't feel like we can be gone on that mission for all that time and leaving Padma without a way to deal with her sharks.
Yeah. Um, she should probably come with us.
I think she should come. I think she needs to come with us.
We can
And
take our
maybe
boat. Our boat's great.
maybe if I swear a vow, it'll help her decide that she wants to come with us.
Yeah, maybe I could just help you convince her, and you could take the lead on that. Because last time she thought I was too much.
Okay. Well, let's go talk to Padma.
Wait, before we go, I should get her a present.
Okay. Is that you securing an advantage?
What do people like?
Are you securing an advantage with
I'm trying to secure an advantage.
all right. So I think for each of the options that we have here for securing an advantage, let's think of
This
what
is
that present would
definitely
be.
heart secured
Okay, so
advantage.
with heart, I think it's not a chicken. I can tell you that right now. It's not a chicken. She
Oh,
probably
it might be a chicken if I fail.
if you fail, it's a chicken. If you fail, it's a live. No, wait. If you fail, it's a dead chicken.
Yeah, I brought this for you.
And maybe a weak hit is a live chicken.
I've been gone for like a month, and the first thing I say when I come back is, "Here's a dead bird."
A dead chicken.
Yeah, hope just a bag of chicken bones. All right.
I think I probably try and convince you to get her like. We think Padma's pretty. We could do like a flower like in Shrek where you say I found this and it's pretty and I thought you might like it cuz you're pretty too.
That's a good idea. Do people like that?
I imagine some people do. I don't know.
Nobody's ever said I was pretty.
No one's ever said that I was pretty either. So
But I'm always covered in mud and blood. All right.
Even if you washed your face every once in a while.
I'm
Weren't you
gonna
gonna
go.
wash your face when you said your prayers this morning so we can
I
talk to
haven't said my
Padma?
prayers yet.
Okay, why don't you say your prayers? Maybe Jaws will come up with a good present for you.
Oh yeah, I can say my daily prayers while I secure an advantage. Jaws will tell me what to buy.
Or just, we could go out and find her a pretty flower.
Nope.
Okay, all right.
Go marching into the shallows with a chicken.
Just sit here. Wait. I got a thing for this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's glorious.
All right. So, when you say your daily prayers, you may secure an advantage by asking your god to grant a blessing. I can roll my
Yeah.
god stat, and on a hit, take 2 momentum. And this is related to Padma, for whom I am bonded.
Uh-huh.
So, wits +1. Oh, I rolled a 1. That was close.
Wow. Okay, so it's a live chicken. Your gift is a live chicken.
On a weak hit, my advantage is short lived. Take a +1 momentum. Okay. Uh, all right. I am confident that this is exactly what Padma wants.
Yep.
Not a dead chicken,
Nope.
not a bag of bones,
Nope.
but an
It's alive.
actual chicken,
A live chicken.
which short dogs love.
Oh yeah.
She'll understand. All right, let's go see Padma.
All right, let's go see Padma.
So we go over to her boat, and at the cabin on deck, it's not a big cabin. It's like one of those
It's the
like
new boat we got her, so it's a pretty nice boat.
yeah, it's like a 20-footer maybe. Was it
Yeah.
able to hold
Yeah, I think it was able
Richard?
to hold Richard.
Okay, maybe it's bigger than I thought.
Yeah, I think it was a fairly big boat.
Yeah. And there are shark dogs like diving in and out of the water around it. And I go to knock on the door to the cabin, and I look back at you and I'm like,
Remember, tell her you
I'm,
think she's pretty.
okay. Padma, it's clock. I'm back.
All right. I think do we want to oracle this or do we want to just say she comes out this time?
Uh,
You are bonded, so I think she does
yeah.
come out to see you.
Okay. And then so she opens the door. I have said my prayers, so I'm clean.
You've washed your face, and I
Wash
was
my
kind of
face.
I made her wash her face.
Padma's probably like, "Thank you, Scarbash."
You're welcome. I got
uh,
you.
and then I say, "You're pretty," and I hold up a chicken.
Oh god, roll a compel with heart. I think you
this
have to.
this is it. This is this is what it's all come down to. So this is me attempting to persuade her to come with us. Uh, Heart. I'm attempting to both convince and charm
Yeah.
with a chicken to someone I'm bonded with. So I get a +1. Please, 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 please.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! We're married now. No, that's not how it works. Okay. Um. Yeah. I say you're pretty, and I hold up this like chicken by the neck. Uh. And I think she just bursts out laughing, which completely breaks the tension of having been gone for a month and a half. The way things ended previously. Um. On a strong hit, they'll do what you want, which is to come with us to the silver Silver Hollow. Um, I get a momentum, and she sails a lot, so maybe I can roll this into a gather information to ask her if she's ever like if there's anything she can tell us about Silver Hollow.
Yeah.
Because the last time we were there, we know that it's a sea cave that has been hallowed by faithful worship of Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we found a
maybe,
secret entrance that I found that
hmm,
you didn't, and we had a little
yep,
bit of a spat.
yep.
But then it
And
was
then
fine.
I don't know how gather information would help us here. What does gather information get you? Momentum.
Momentum.
Okay. What's your momentum at?
7.
All right, I'm going to because I can roll this into a gather information. We're going to talk about Silver Hollow and the surrounding waters,
Mm-hmm.
specifically as a help action.
Okay.
And uh, I want Padma to tell us about the kinds of creatures that are dangerous there to sort of help you prepare for fights.
Okay.
So I'll take a plus one. Uh, weak hit, you get plus one momentum.
Okay. That's fine.
And she knows a little bit about what kind of swims around the area, but that's it.
Yeah. And I know we don't want to burn it for
Yeah.
the strong hit.
Okay. Well, that went great. I'm very happy with how that went.
As you're sitting there talking, I'm kind of like off in my own little world thinking about what to call my hammer. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, smash! I'm
Uh,
Scar Bash 2 and my hammer is Smash 2.
Smash two. That's I like it. I do like it. That's a good one.
It took me a long time to think of that. Both player and character.
Smash two like TU like your name
Yeah,
or
like my
Smash
name.
two like your
No,
second smasher.
Smash 2 like my name.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um well this is great. Now we get to prep the boat.
Yep. Is
We're gonna
Padma coming on our boat, or is she bringing her boat, or are we all going on her boat?
I think we go on our boat. Our boat made the trip from Timberwall to Redhall so fast.
That's true.
I think we could make it to Silver Hollow real quick.
Real fast.
Yeah.
And we've been there before.
We have two experienced sailors with us now.
Yeah,
This might be a one tick journey now.
I feel like it is.
New boat, two sailors.
Yeah. New boat, who dis?
Yeah.
All right. We'll put a progress up for back to Silver Hollow.
Hey, Boba. It's not snack time yet, my boy.
Is it boba?
It's a boba and a mochi. They're
They're
they
both
both
like,
think
it's snack time now.
yes. They're quite sure they know what time it is, but they can't read. I keep telling them this.
It's, I've heard that if you have trouble remembering to like do something at a specific time, all you have to
Hmm.
do is give your cat or your dog a treat at that time,
Yep.
and they will help you remember.
Boba's currently doing everything he can to help me remember. He's like, "What if I knock this off? Then you'll see.
What if I push all the buttons?
What if I knock this thing off of the shelf?"
All right.
Uh,
So we
all right.
still need some supply, and Richard is still at +3 health. So
Right. I can help with that.
I think before we leave on our journey, which I think we can start next week,
Hmm. Yep.
I think we need to do either another sojourn or we need to do a resupply and a heal.
Yeah, I think I can do a heal now.
Okay.
Um, do I get the bonded if it's your companion? How does that work? It's the asset of someone I'm bonded to.
Yeah, I wonder. I feel like that's a.
I'll do it without it for now.
I think we decided that it's without it because
Yeah.
the bond you have the bond with me but not directly with Richard.
Yeah. Do I get the community bonus for doing this in a
We are
friendly
in
community?
we are home. I would say you get the bond because we're doing
Okay.
this at home. So it's not like I think if we're out in the wilderness or someplace that we're not familiar with, you wouldn't know, but you have all your gear here.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, it's just to run down to the store and grab it versus have to dig it up. Or go fight nightmare spiders.
Yes. My care is helpful. Uh, 2 health for Richard.
Yay! Richard is back to full health.
Looking like a brand new mammoth.
He's a good mammoth.
All right.
I think one resupply with a strong hit gets us back to traveling prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You have better wits.
Resupply. I think. Yeah, I only get the reroll if I'm on a journey at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a normal resupply.
Yeah. But you're in a community that we know.
Or at least in, yeah.
You're in territory that we know. You're in our bonded community. Awesome. We're at full resources. The only thing lacking is I am down one spirit, and I'm okay with that for now.
Yeah, nickel can help with that when the time comes.
When I endure stress with Nickel helping me, it's
Mhm.
fine. But I think that's a good place to stop it for the week,
Yeah.
for tonight. And we'll be back next week at the same bat time, same bat channel to start our journey back to Silver Hollow, which maybe will go better next time.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be
Look,
fair, it's
look,
probably not
Boba.
gonna.
Those emotes are you. That's you.
It's a boba. What a
Look, you're in
good
the chat.
kitty.
You're flailing around and blepping.
I love the blep. It's great. All right. So, what are you up to this week, Liam?
Well, this week I go back to work. Um, I'm gonna try and squeeze a stream in on Thursday night, I think. Then maybe Saturday, and then on Friday, we're back to the Pyro Club. Last Friday, we returned and killed a corrupt Titan. And V was with us and will continue to be with us for the for the next arc, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Until you kick me out. That is how long I'm going to stay until you kick me
yep.
out.
Or until uh, you die, which I don't think I've ever seen a monk die. So we should be.
I mean, that counts under the kick me out chance,
Mm,
But because
gotcha.
if Farah dies, can't I just make a new character?
Then you would play Gia.
I'm in.
I think of all the people I know who would play a prodigy storm
Pierogi.
sorcerer pierogi, yeah, Arachne. I think you are the most qualified.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. What are you doing?
Awesome. I will be back tomorrow morning, which is Monday. Tomorrow morning, back at the piano because weekday streams are piano streams now. 'Cause heck it, that's all I want to do. We're gonna start at 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern, and we're gonna end. I gotta go to the post office tomorrow, so I'll probably end a little bit. I'll end at my usual time, but we may start doing longer daytime streams if we're doing piano streams, depending on how I feel and all that stuff. I think I need to look to see where to send you all lovely folks to. Um, looks like Truths and Liars is still running.
We could jump in there.
We could jump in there. I did give them a twist of fate earlier. I
Mm-hmm.
just gotta go watch the ad and see if they're wrapping up or not. Doesn't look like it.
I think
I'm
they're
not.
still going. Yeah, still going for the moment.
Yeah.
So we're quick.
Yeah, so we'll go over to Pyro Club. Remember, when you get there, please refresh the page so that it shows you as a viewer, not as a referrer from the raid. Otherwise, we'll see you again next time. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.
Bye.